Hey, Tolo Falava, Leotawa with Dr. John Peterson here. You're watching TE2 Edge Sports Cards YouTube channel. Hey, definitely wanted to do a video tonight. It's been a few days since I've done one, and it's Tuesday night. A lot of people watch, a lot of people who watch my channel watch YouTube on Tuesday nights, so I figured I'd throw a video out there, get something in hopefully before 9 o'clock. What you are currently looking at is a wall of Rack Pack. It's 1987 Topps Rack Packs, baby. Yes, sir. Ripping a wall of 87 Topps baseball. That's what we're here to do tonight. Hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment, and definitely check out my My Slabs page by hitting the information icon in the upper right-hand corner of your YouTube channel screen on your desktop or on your phone or on your laptop or whatever device you're using. Tonight's goal is to go through each of these. I wasn't planning on opening these, but here's the backstory and the context. So there was an auction for a 1987 Rack Pack case. So 3 boxes of Rack Packs. I made the bid. I think I bid 175, which was the minimum bid amount, and I ended up winning it. No one else bid on it. So I wasn't totally expecting to get it, but when I did, I figured $175, that's pretty cheap. That's basically $60 per rack box. So that's not bad. And I pulled out a Barry Bonds Rack Pack, which was nice. On the top there, it's not in great condition because it's a little off-centered. But really what I thought I'd do is we'd have some fun chasing Bonds and Bo Jackson. Cards that are really worth a decent amount here, over $100, are the Bonds, the Bo Jackson, the Mattingly, and the Canseco. I probably won't get the Mattingly and the Canseco graded though. I mean, it's just, I don't know that it's really worth my time. But the Bonds and the Jackson for sure. I'll pull out the Mattingly and the Cansecos, of course. Probably not many of the other stars because it'll just take too long. But yeah, like I said, I paid $175. I had to pay some shipping. It was like $30-40. Wasn't too terrible. The reason why I opened up the case though is that the entire case had gotten wet. So the boxes on the outside, the box that it was in was wet, and the box that it was in inside the case, the original case that it came in, that box, that was wet. And then some of the boxes to the, some parts of the boxes of the actual rack boxes were wet. And so some of the cards had moisture on the outside, but thankfully they were protected by the cellophane, and I don't think there was any water damage to any of these cards. So what happened was I had to take them out of the boxes. Then I didn't have anything to put them in, and so I stacked them up here on my cards, and I don't really want them sitting here. So what I did was I picked up another 5,000 count box, and I'm going to take these out of here, rip this wall of 87 Topps Rack Packs down, and put these in the 5,000 count box, and have them out of the way. So hopefully we get a couple Bonds. Hopefully we get a couple Bo Jacksons. I think there might even be a Bo Jackson on the front of one of these. But without any further ado, let's start ripping away. So we're going to take the wall down from top left to right. And I've cut these all open. Let me tilt this down a little bit. All right, here we go. Going to kind of plow through these quickly, not intending to spend a ton of time talking about these. Been watching a little bit of YouTube, not as much as I have been over the last couple months. I think I've watched less YouTube channels the last probably week and a half than I had at all in the prior 3-4 months. Part of it is that I've been really busy with work. Unfortunately, also, at the my daughter's high school homecoming football game last Friday night, there was a shooting outside of the stadium, and a student got shot. It was horrible, absolutely terrible, and they had to cancel homecoming, and they had to cancel school on Monday, yesterday. And so I've just been providing support to my wife and kids throughout that whole ordeal. It's very scary for them. I used to be an assistant principal and a principal in a very tough urban high school, and so I've been through some of these situations where there's been shootings and gangs and cliques and, oh boy, you name it. There's a McGuire. Boom, boom, boom. Looks like a pretty nice one. Pretty well centered. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a nice one. I'm going to set that aside. Yeah, I mean, I've been in school where you've had, multiple fights happening at the same time, and riot, homecoming dance riot. And I mean, I've been through the whole 9 yards as an administrator, a former administrator. So, but all the same, it's still scary, and definitely scary for my wife and my kids. They were at the game, and so we've been dealing with that. And then I've been really busy with work, so I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube. Had to back off of doing YouTube videos here a little bit, just to kind of stay up to speed with all the different work-related stuff and family stuff that's been going on. Here's a Mattingly. That's off-centered. So if it's off-centered, I'm not pulling it out, because then I just end up with stacks of cards. The McGuire looked nice, though. So 87 tops. I would have been in 6th grade the spring of 1987. I was in 6th grade at Alliance Christian Missionary Church. I only went to that school for 1 year. I like to tell people that I went to school for 6 years in the public schools, and then went to a Christian school to get purified my 6th grade year, and then was back to the public schools the rest of my 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. So there's a Henderson. The Henderson's worth a little bit. This one looks decent. Let's set that aside. It's a cool card too. So 87 tops. A lot of people had these 87 tops. I mean, they were super mass produced. Definitely fall, in my opinion, within the category of junk wax. Hey, Cecil Cooper. Yes, sir. Cecil Cooper. Eric Davis. That was a cool card. That was a hot card for a while. There's the Canseco. Little off-centered. That was a hot card, too. Man, he was the man back in the day. The first 40-40 man. Strawberry's worth a little bit of money in this set. So as you can see, take the strawberry out. I just don't like to set aside too many cards, because if I don't get them graded right away, then they just sit. Might as well put them in the 5,000 count box. So, been busy with that stuff. Work's been really busy. Been working on a number of different projects, consulting related projects, and October's going to be a busy month because I'm going to be traveling a little bit. So I won't be on video a lot because of that. But yeah, I thought I'd sneak one in here tonight and rip down this wall of junk wax. Ripping down a wall of junk wax. Man, there's not a lot of cards in here that are worth much. Holy cow. 175 bucks. Well, probably closer to 200. That's what I ended up paying with the shipping. A little over 200. But, you know what? It's still fun to go through these cards. See what we get. There's the Nolan Ryan. Off-centered. Walking Underwear. Oh, I mean Joaquin Andujar. We used to call him Walking Underwear in my neighborhood. Bobby Ojeda. He of the 1986 Mets. Yeah, the Mets were the hot team the year prior to this. There's a Clemens. What's that card worth? $340. And a Gem 10. $36. Yeah, not worth getting graded. Not even in the CSG slab. The thing is, if you pay for it to get in a slab, you either got to keep the card or you got to try and sell it. And I don't know what the market is for 1987 Topps Roger Clemens PSA 9s. I don't know if it's a 10, that's a different situation, but I mean, it ain't easy to get 10 in this junk wax stuff. Ooh, this is going to take a while, folks. I'm going to go as quickly as I possibly can. Teddy Higuera, back-to-back 20-game winner. Yeah, just flying through these, man. Just flying through this junk wax. I'm going to try and break the world's record. Fastest teardown of a wall of 87 Topps. Yep, 87. This is the year the Twins won the World Series. They came out of absolutely nowhere. They were not a team to watch at the beginning of the 87 season. There's their manager, Tom Kelly. This is how you go through them fast, folks. Real quick. These were, I picked these up mostly in packs back in the day. Juan Nieves, he threw a no-hitter in 87 for the Milwaukee Brewers. There's another pack. Benny DiStefano. Moose Haas. Wow, Moose Haas. Good old Moose Haas. Oh, get buried up there. Eckersley with the Cubs. Okay. This is going to be a long video, folks. I don't know if people are going to be able to hang in there on this one. This is going to be a long video. There's another Henderson. It's decent. Looks decent. So yeah, I wasn't planning to open these. I was going to keep this. Just kind of keep it and sit on it for a while. Maybe if Bonds hits the Hall of Fame, maybe try and cash in a little bit. And I've got some other 87 Topps sealed. Got some 87 Fleer sealed. Don't have any 87 Donruss sealed, though. Another Ricky Henderson. Wow. Ricky. Run, Ricky, run. All right, we're just... Oh, I'm not doing left to right. I'm doing right to left now. Oh, my goodness. So what's going on in the card world? Well, I've got some PSA slabs that are at 3 stars. I went to pick them up today, but they had 500 slabs that came in this last group submission, so they didn't have my cards ready to go yet, so they couldn't. They have them, but they weren't able to like immediately locate them amongst all the other graded cards. So I'll go back in a couple days and pick up my 38 slabs, PSA slabs, mostly vintage. There's a bunch of 59s in there and some 58s and stuff that I picked up from my dad's collection that I thought I'd get graded. Look at this guy, Pat Corrales. Good old Pat Corrales. Fregosi. Another Tom Kelly. Ricky Henderson, same photograph. So yeah, card market wise, so I'm getting those cards back. Tomorrow I have to put my ring or hat into the ring, excuse me, for a table at the Twin Cities Sports card show, Twin Cities Sports Cards and Collectibles card show. Hoping I get another table, Really like to do another one of those shows. Do my second one. Oops. Whitey Herzog. So I got that coming up, hopefully. I'll be there on Saturday. Used to be a 2-day show. They used to do Saturday and Sunday. Sundays used to get a little bit slow because of football games, so they just do Saturdays now. Try and get more people in on one day rather than stretching the dealers out over 2 days. Excuse me. Always got to clear my throat at least one time in these videos just from talking so much. Yeah, what's going on with cards? I mean, is the market cooling off? I think it is, especially with the ultra modern stuff. Ultra modern and modern are down this year. Vintage is up like 9-10% though, which is pretty cool. I found some nice vintage buys, higher end buys. I wouldn't say it's really super high. You know, picked up that 53 Mantle. And it turned out to be a CSG6, which I was really excited about. Picked up that 56 Tops Jackie Robinson. Turned out to be a CSG8. Picked up the Ted Williams, which is a 7.5. So have done pretty well. Got the Hank Aaron back. That was a PSA 7. And got the 56 Roberto Clemente back. That was a 6. Let's see what else. Man, we haven't hit a Bonds yet, or a Bo Jackson. What is going on here? Davey Lopez, nice base stealer. Yeah, over 500 stolen bases. When did he come into the league? 71. So what's your strategy? I mean, like, what are you doing for cards right now? Are you investing in ultra modern? Are you, oops, I'm actually gonna move this out of the way. Throw some of these wrappers away here. Use the crackling noise. I'm gonna get rid of all these. All right, so back to strategy. What's your strategy for cards right now? Are you buying vintage? Are you doing ultra modern? Are you just kind of laying low? I spend a little bit here. I spend here and there, you know, different things. But some of it's auction related stuff. If I can find some good deals on auction, I'll pick stuff up. Strawberry looks pretty decent. Yeah, the back is not centered. Yeah, I got 3 strawberries so far, not a single Bonds. Come on, man. Come on, man. Just fly through these. And I've seen these cards so many times. And I've gotten through so much of this product that it's quite easy to go through very quickly because you just know what you're looking for. Yeah, wasn't planning to open this, but since they had gotten wet on the outside, I figured I gotta set them out and get them dried off and open them up and get them put away. Otherwise they can get damaged. And then you're really in a bad spot. You got wet and damaged baseball cards. You don't ever want that. All right. So the interest rates are still up. We're not in a recession because unemployment is still really low, which is good. There aren't enough people, however, in the workforce to do all the jobs. there aren't enough people working, I should say. There's a Schmidt. He was the home run leader in '86. Molitor. And we've got a Cal Ripken. Ooh, a lot of non-exciting players. These All-Stars really aren't worth much. Yep, just going through these, just going through them. So yeah, I'm looking for opportunities to buy stuff. I can find some good things. You know, I guess I've had some pretty decent luck with arbitraging some different things. You know, especially from BBG to CSG. I've found that people who don't, oh, here's another McGuire. Yeah, that one's pretty decent. Center on the back's pretty good. What's the sequence on that? Billy Joe Robideau and Ray Fontenot. Okay, good to know. Billy Joe Robideau. Oh, hey, what do we got here? Look at that. Bo Jackson on the front. Nice. Oh, the corner's bent. Son of a bitch. Damn. That sucks. Yeah, this one wasn't super well centered anyway, but still, what a bummer. Son of a Billy Goat Scruff. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear there. Hopefully the advertisers don't get too upset with me. I don't like to swear in these videos too much. There are kids that could be watching, and it just doesn't come off very well to swear a whole bunch. But I can say some funny stuff like hotter in a well digger's butthole. That's not swearing, right? To say hotter in a well digger's butthole. What else? What are some other good sayings? It's like a cat trying to cover poop on a hot tin roof. You ever heard that one? That's for like situations that are kind of, people are trying to fix the situation, you know, that's kind of an unfixable thing that happened. It's like a cat trying to cover crap on a hot tin roof. Not a lot of scratching, not a lot of covering, if you know what I mean. And another one is like when you're really hungry, a good saying is, I could eat the butthole out of a dead rhino. That's a good one. That means you're really, really hungry. When it's raining really, really hard, like really hard, you can say it's raining a frog strangler. That's another good one. Here's a Barry Larkin. The corner's bent. Great. That one might be a little fixable though. This one looks pretty good. Clean on the back. Nice thing there's no wax on these. So that's nice. So we've pretty well filled the one sleeve or the one slot of the 5,000 count box. What else? I'm trying to think of some more fun sayings. Hit them where they ain't. Ducks on the pond, ducks in the pond. Cows in the pasture, bring them home. That's for their baseball stuff. Who's this guy? Dennis Powell. I have no memory of Dennis Powell. Meacham? Bobby Meacham. There's my daughter.
Hey.
Hi, Nora.
How are you?
I'm good. Just doing a video here.
Sounds good.
So they got school tomorrow. Nora's a swimmer. She's looking for clothes in the laundry, which I did do today, which is good. I did about 2-3 loads of laundry. Got to do my chores too. Dad's got chores as well. Ricky. Yeah, I'm supposed to pull it out. So how is it we don't have any? We've got like 4 Ricky Hendersons, but no Barry Bonds. Jeez, my luck has kind of stunk here lately. I opened up some of those. There's a good one. Opened up some packs of 91 Upper Deck, and yeah, I got some decent stuff, but didn't get the base Jordan, and got a hollow of David Robinson, which was okay, but not what I was really looking for. John Kruk. Seems to me John Kruk. Barry Bonds follows John Kruk. Maybe not. And then there's the old saying, when it's really cold out, super cold out here in Minnesota, you say it's hot, it's colder than a witch's you-know-what in a cast iron bra. That's a good one. Ooh, no. What else? Clemens. That's a cool all-star. I don't remember that one. R.J. Reynolds, I remember him. Don Slott. Who's this guy? Terry Forster. Wow. Okay. Oh, 87 Tops. 87 Tops. They printed a ton of this 87 Tops stuff. I mean, it was just absolutely everywhere. You could get it at the grocery store. You could get it at the drugstore. You could get it at your local gas station. I mean, ooh, what is that? Holy cow. Looks like somebody puked on that card. Good grief. That's not good. It's like some sort of a puke stain. We're ripping this wall of 87 Tops baseball. Did you find some clothes in there, Nora? Nora? Did you find some clothes? Oh, she's not talking. She does not want to speak and have her voice on YouTube. I can appreciate that. Me, on the other hand, I'll just keep talking. Lance Bergman? Dave Bergman. Bob Kipper. Bob Kipper. Julio Cruz. Come on, where is the Bonds? Jeez. Maybe he's down here at the bottom of the wall. I mean, there is the one in the rack pack that I found. But this box is a 5,000 count box, so we've already gone through almost 1,200 cards and we still haven't seen a Bond. There's another Bojack, off-centered. Well, I'm gonna still pull it out. Oh my goodness. What's this? Oh, Tony La Russa. Thought it might have been a McGuire. Rick Cerrone, catcher. Bruce Sutter with the Braves, not with the Cardinals. Mark Bailey, don't remember him. Lupinella. It's a little song we had about Lupinella back in the day. Pete Rose, the big gambler. He's Rambler Gambler. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? I say yes. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he's paid his penance. Probably a few times over. But some people feel like betting on baseball is the cardinal sin. 63, he was 62, he was a rookie. This is his 87 Tops card. I think that's his last card. He played like 25 years. It's a pretty good career. How many hits does this say he has? 4,256. Wonder if that's what he ended up with. Probably a few more because I think he played that 87 season. Yeah, the Palmero's worth a little bit, but he's got the roid thing going there, so I don't think he's going to be hard-pressed to get into the Hall of Fame. Keith Hernandez, big cocaine user, and got clean. Schmitty. Oh. Jeez. There we go. Oh, goodness. Still no Bonds. Man. I mean, it's just tough sledding here. Mattingly, but way off-centered. Maybe we'll hit a run of Bonds. I'm going to put some more of these wrappers away. Sorry. They're kind of encroaching upon my space. All right, here we go. Gerald Perry. Mike Felder. My brother was a big Mike Felder fan. All right, here we go. Oil Can Boyd. Darrell Evans. Yeah, he hit 40 home runs in 85. Dave Collins. George Brett. Kirby Puckett, that's a nice Kirby. Yeah, Kirby, he does well up here. Oh, went from a 10 to a 9. Boom, just like that. No, it'll be fine. It's probably not a 10. Well, I'll be curious to see who hangs in here till the very end. I'll probably ask a trivia question near the end just to see who watched to the end. Excuse me. Tony Bernard. Is that Bruce Hurst? Yep, Bruce Hurst. We're plowing through these, folks. Tearing down the wall. We're tearing down the wall like they tore down the wall. The communist wall. The wall of Berlin. The Berlin Wall. Who remembers that? Who remembers when they tore down the Berlin Wall? What did Ronald Reagan say? Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. And they tore it down. They tore down the wall separating East and West Berlin. The end of the communist regime in West Berlin. Or East Berlin, excuse me. Yep, tore it down. Part of Perestroika. Yep, Perestroika. Who remembers Perestroika and what Perestroika means? Bob James. Great beard. Perestroika. Oh, Reggie Jackson and Tom Seaver, back to back. Some good legends there. Man, Pete Rose played for a long time. Clemens. Cecil Fielder. Not Felder, but Fielder. Come on. Jeez, this is unbelievable. To go through this many cards and not see a Bonds rookie. Brian Clutterbuck. Yeah, Clutterbuck. Great name. Great last name. Clutterbuck. It's an interesting last name. Keep on going. Mark Eichhorn. Saw Mark Eichhorn in there. He had the thin mustache. Milt Thompson. Nope. We're filling up this 5,000 count box like nobody's business. Juan El Senior Smoke Berenguer. Played for the Twins in '87. BJ Surhoff. He was a good player. #1 draft pick of the Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, he was good. He had a good career. He wasn't as good as I think everyone thought he was going to be. People thought he was going to be a perennial all-star catcher. He had a couple good seasons. Rob Deere hit a lot of home runs, but also struck out a lot. And 179 straight. I think he had a couple seasons where he struck out over 200 times. Wade Boggs. 200 strikeouts in a season. Man, that's a lot of strikeouts. Or a lot of times to strike out, I should say. Who's this guy? Cliff Johnson. Man, I don't remember him very well. Oh, he played for quite a while. Rookie in '71. Let's look at his stats. 196 home runs. So it's kind of a journeyman. Astros, Yankees, Indians, Cubs, A's, Blue Jays, Rangers, Blue Jays. Big guy, 6'4", 225. Big guy. Real big guy. Mike Lloyd. Lloyd. There's a Larkin. Looks pretty good. I think the Larkin's probably worth, I don't know, a little bit. Not a ton. He's a great player, a great shortstop. His cards just don't sell really quite. I don't know how many people are really interested in buying graded Barry Larkin Gem Mint 10 cards unless they're, part of the registry. Sometimes there are people who are interested in these cards in PSA Gem Mint 10 just because they're trying to fill out a set. PSA 10. The Hawk was in there. Another Pete Rose. Ben Ogilvy, otherwise known as Benji Ogilvy. Ooh, man, this is going to be a long video. Rick Manning. Never been a big fan of Rick Manning, hate to tell you. Just traded Gorman Thomas for Rick Manning. I just thought that was a terrible deal for the Brewers. Gorman was there's another Barry Larkin. Gorman was a fan favorite. Everybody loved Gorman Thomas. And when he got traded, it was kind of like the end of the Harvey's Wallbangers, end of an era. And the Brewers were still good. The Brewers did well in '87. They did well in '89. I don't think they made the playoffs either year, but wow, I'm really kind of surprised. We're almost 2,000 cards in, and we still haven't seen a Barry Bonds rookie card, other than the one on the rack pack top of the rack pack. But we've seen just about every sequence you can think of, and every collation. And this card's worth a little bit. Lenny Dykstra, Nails. He was undrafted. Yep, basically walked on. Character. Ooh. Bonds? Nope. Thought we were gonna maybe see one there. You open up a lot of these packs and you kind of get a sense of when you're gonna get one. A little bit of a hit. Because the collation doesn't really lie unless they're flipping over the sheet. Then things get switched up a bit. There's Gorman Thomas. Yeah, Stormin' Gorman. What is it going to be? Unbelievable if we don't get a Bonds out of this case. This is a case. It's a case, a rack pack case. It's 3 boxes of rack packs. Oh my gosh. Who's this guy? Rick Mahler. Or Mahler. I mean, I just want to see what the collation is for the Bonds. Just so I can get a sense of maybe when it's coming up. I'm going to clean some more packs out here. Some wrappers. There's a Henderson. That looks, yeah, a little off center on the back. Probably won't pull that one aside. Charles Hudson. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost say that this box was searched, but I know it wasn't because everything was in the original box. It was in a sealed case. It was just wet. John Henry Johnson. Look at that haircut. Tony Armas. Frank Pastore. Here's a Kirby. That's snowed on the top. Well, let's keep going. I'm going to be hard pressed to get my $200 back if I don't find a couple more Bonzes. Or a couple Bonzes. You know, because it's always the goal is to at least make your money back. Doesn't happen very often. Not with wax. Wax is a losing proposition more often than not. You're trying to pick. There's a Canseco. Yeah. What do you guys think? Yeah, not great. Not terrible, but not great. Not worth pulling out. Oh, I thought that was a Bonds. I've got some 87 Fleer. Got a rack pack case of that. Pick that up. Oh, there's a McGuire. One looks pretty good. Might actually get a couple of these McGuires graded. Yeah, that one looks pretty solid. Registration's a little faded on it, but that's all right. Will Clark. Kevin Mitchell. All right, here we are. 2 sleeves, or 2 rows. Let's clean up the wrappers. Oh, I'm dropping wrappers on the floor. See if I can get them all in one big. Nope, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. All right, here we are back at it. Back my hand up a little bit there. Ernie Riles. Yeah, you wonder what happens to these guys. You know, they're here one day and gone tomorrow. Nolan Ryan, Don Robinson. Yeah, some of these pitchers are just big guys. 6'4", 225. Jerry Royce, 6'5", 225. You don't think of him as, you know, a real power pitcher, but 6'5", 225? That's a big man throwing a baseball. Gubik's 6'6", 215. Wow. That's something coming at you. There's another Pete Rose. So we've gotten 3 Pete Roses so far. 3 of the base Pete Roses. Oh, have I seen this? Clemens. Nah, off center, top to bottom. I feel like Bonds is short printed here. Dave Winfield, Palmeiro, Corey Snyder. Corey Snyder was decent in the beginning. And he played it for a few years. Manny Trio. Kirkovice. Geez, we are just not hitting the Bond sequence here. Mark Tossalis. And I know I have a bunch of these Bonds 87 Topps, but none of them are really in great shape because I just, you know, carried them around, traded them. But I've got probably a good 15 of those Bondses. Have we gotten this sequence? I do believe we have. Kent Tekulve, I remember him. He was a submariner. Won a World Series with the Pirates in 1980. Look at that, Yogi Berra. Wow. Manager of the Astros. If I look on the back of this rack pack, one of the players you see is Greg Pryor. Sometimes you can kind of, it's tough with these because you can't really see the name when you slide the card. 89 Donruss is a little different. You can get pretty good at finding the Griffey in a rack pack. And sometimes if you get the cello pack, you can look at the top card and know if the Griffey is in there. Dave Henderson. Another Barry Larkin. Off-centered though. Well, we're making our way down here. Rich Gedman. He was sneaky good, Rich Gedman. This is pretty disappointing, folks. I can't really explain what's going on here. Just doesn't seem like we've hit the sequence. The Cobra. I don't remember exactly what it is either. Like who is before Bonds. Yeah, I'm not whining or complaining, just kind of shocked more than anything else. Just very surprised that we're, almost 2,300 cards into this, and we've only seen one on a rack pack on top. Enos Cabell. Enos. So did you have 87 tops? I'm guessing you did. Guessing a lot of people did. 87 Fleer was a nice product. I liked 87. 87 Donruss was good too. Very condition sensitive. I went through that pack pretty fast. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how long this video is. I don't know that we've seen. Yeah, there's the Rippin. Joe Crowley or Cowley. Rick Shue. Devon White. Dave Magadan. Okay, we've seen, I want to say, God, this is crazy, man. And no Bo Jackson. We've gotten 2 Bo Jacksons. One was off-centered. The other one was, the corner was dinged a little bit. Just burning through these, folks, man. Just going through these packs like nobody's business. And Gwynn is off center. Damaso Garcia. What do we have so far? Let's take a look. Let's just pause for a second. This McGuire looks pretty good. Puckett looks good. Bo Jackson's a little off centered. Henderson. Sometimes if you squeeze that end, yeah, it's already fuzzy on the side. Oh. Yeah, they'll pick that up under magnification, under a loop. That looks like just awful under a loop. Yeah. I think the McGuires probably are the best cards we've got. Maybe get 1 gem mint out of that. I don't know what the gem rate is with these 87 Topps cards. There's a Canseco. Oh, these don't want to come out. Gotta rip them open like that. There's another McGuire. So anytime you see Fontenot, you know McGuire is shortly behind, or quickly behind. Or quickly to follow, I should say. Ted Simmons. That was a nice catcher. All right, time to get these wrappers out of here. Filling up the garbage bag. So if you're checking this out and didn't see the beginning part, I bought a 87 rack pack. I bid, I was the only person that bid on it. It was $175. I mean, really cheap. I was the only person that, there's the bonds. Oh my God. So John Henry Johnson, Tony Armas. We've seen this. We've seen this sequence. Frank Pistori. Yes, we've seen this. There's the bonds. Maybe we flipped. I don't know. It's off-centered. Not worth very much. Probably $3-4 at the most. Good grief, man. I know we've gone through this collated sequence. Huh. That's weird. Well, let's hope we run into more of that. There's a Bo Jackson. Off-centered. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's just, I mean, you're looking for a needle, literally a needle in a haystack. You are looking for, I mean, it's tough. You're not going to find a lot of gem mint of these cards. I mean, you can find gem mint cards, but oftentimes they're the commons. Oh, keep going. I feel like we got another box left to go. Looking for bonds, looking for Bo. Strawberry. Pete Ladd. Oh, bonds. Bonds. There we go. There we go. And now we've got a couple of them. But again, off-centered. God dang it anyway. Just get a centered one, for goodness sakes. I mean, it's happy to get one. Okay, so here we go. John Henry Johnson, Toby Hurrah, Jerry Reed, Frank Pastore, Giants leaders. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Michael Andretti. Well, at least we've got a couple Bonzes. That's good. 3, actually. There's 3. There's one at the top of the rack pack and the 2 that we've just pulled. Some pretty nice Clemens. Yeah, a little off-center top to bottom. Nothing. Kind of losing steam here, folks. I'm losing steam. Floyd Rayford. What was his career batting average? 245, yeah. Not great. Excuse me. Well, I mean, if you get 1 Bonds and you get a Gem Mint 10, you know, that's about a $100 card. It was a little bit more. It was around $200-300 about a year ago. But it's since dropped in value. Oh my goodness. Yawning here. Kirby. Yeah, off-centered on back. CSG tends to care more about the back being centered than PSA. PSA, you can have some 60/40 on the back, and they'll give you a gem mint still. CSG, not so much. Clemens, top to bottom. I'll be curious to see who sticks this out, who watches this till the very end. I'm guessing no one, but I could be wrong. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Mike Laga, no. Thought that was something good. No, nothing there. I was thinking of picking up some 2002 stuff. Some second year, hunting for some second year Pujols cards. You know, you can still get the 2002, you know, Upper Deck, Fleer, even some Topps Chrome you can get for pretty decent price. But I was thinking about maybe buying a bunch of boxes of that stuff for relatively cheap and hunting some of the Pujols inserts from 2002. 2001 stuff for Pujols is pretty expensive. I mean, I picked up a box of 2001 Topps updated rookies, and it was kind of tough. I mean, some of the cards were stuck together, and there was some card loss on some of them, and I ended up doing okay. I thought I did really good. I mean, it's better than okay. I pulled these. Oh, here we go. They're right here. So in that box, I pulled out Ichiro Chrome, which is an insert, basically, 2 per pack. Pujols, regular, Ichiro Pujols Chrome, Ichiro Pujols, normal non-chrome. So I thought I did pretty well in that box, but the box was like $2,100. Not cheap at all, and I don't know if I'll get my money back. I mean, if one of those cards hits Gem Mint 10, possibly. It's possible, but I don't know that any one of those is going to be a Gem Mint 10. Maybe. Maybe the Ichiro. PSA is feeling kind. Probably a 9, though. Well, we're getting down there. Making progress, making progress. Jerry Forster. Mattingly, off-centered, bad. Why does it seem like the best cards are always the ones that are the most off-centered? Like in a pack, have you ever noticed that? It's like, I don't know, man. It's just like sometimes you get a pack and you get excited to get a guy, and every single card other than the star is in good shape, except for the one that you are looking to get, the hit. Oh well, it's the way she goes, I guess. All right, done 3 rows. I think we've got enough to maybe fill one more row. Yeah, 5,000 count box. When you're opening up this much junk wax, you absolutely have to have a 5,000 count box, or you throw the cards away. That's basically what it comes down to, you know. And I don't believe in throwing cards away. I'd rather store it, and because they still have value. I mean, somebody who is trying to fill out a registry probably would love to get their hands on these commons, because there's Gem Mint commons in here. It's just I don't want to have to spend the money to grade them. and then try and figure out how to sell them. But if you know exactly what you're looking for the registry, and you need a Lou Whitaker Gem Mint 10, this card actually is worth something in a Gem 10, like $80 card. Then somebody can buy it, and a lot of these cards that I pulled out I'll probably just put in the box anyway. I mean, I don't know, I might pull a few out, but get a couple graded. Honestly, in this stack right now, I think there might be 2 cards that I get graded, both McGuire's. Who's this guy? George Bamberger. I forgot that he was the Brewers coach in '86. Oh my God, George Bamberger. Tom Troublehorn, I think, was the coach after him. After they fired Bamberger. Bambergler. So yeah, I was thinking of some 2002, lower risk, cheaper boxes. Maybe picking some stuff up on BBCE. I mean, Pujols has hit 700 home runs. There's only 4 people that have hit that many home runs. Bonds, Aaron, and Ruth. And if he wanted to, that guy could come back next year and hit another 15 home runs and pass Ruth. And then he's top 3. He's not going to catch Aaron. That's not going to happen. But I'll be curious to see if the guy retires or if he comes back. If the Cardinals let him come back, and or if he comes back and plays in the American League and decides to DH. So if you can pick up, like, say, a serial numbered Pujols with an autograph or game-worn jersey or something like that, that's a second-year card. That's probably a pretty valuable card. And some of these boxes in BWCC, or not BWCC, BBCE, are relatively reasonably priced. I mean, comparative to what Ultramodern costs, they're far less expensive than the $800 or $1,500 or $2,000. So I'm gonna wait and see how I do at the show. If I get in tomorrow, I'm gonna wait and see how I do at the show in a couple Saturdays, and if I end up doing decent, I may very well pull the trigger on some of those boxes of 2002 stuff at BBCE. Ron Oster. And then do some videos ripping that stuff. I mean, of course, you can get the 2001 stuff, but like I said, Ed Lynch. Ed Lynch. But you're looking at spending, the Bowman Chrome from 2001, $1,400 on BBCE. The SP Authentic is like $1,700-$1,800. The Topps Update and Traded for 2001, that's $2,200. If you get a deal, it's closer to $21. And I mean, if you hit a big card, I mean, it's totally worth it. SP Authentic, I mean, there's a SP Authentic limited Ichiro that's about a $30,000-$40,000 card, and the Pujols is like a $60,000-$70,000 card. But they're serial numbered to 50. I have no idea what the insertion rates are. Baseball Cardpedia doesn't say. So the likelihood of hitting one of those is, who knows how likely. I mean, there was only 50 of them. So, I mean, you'd have to buy probably a case of that stuff to even come close to pulling one. But even the base authentic, SP Authentic Pujols is like a $6,000-$7,000 card in a Gem 10. So you got to get it to gem. Now, the nice thing about that SP Authentic product is that the gem rate's about 45 to 50%. So the chances that you get stuff that's in pretty good condition is good. It's not like this junk wax where it's like needle in a haystack finding a gem mint 10. So we'll see. I might dip my toe into that pool or water, pool of water, and see how I do. I mean, I think I could get a half dozen boxes of that stuff for $1,000, or maybe even seven or eight. I don't know. I have to go look and price it out again. But I'm doing pretty good with my slabs. Haven't sold anything this week. Kind of surprised. Last thing I sold was some 86 Flair stickers, a Julius Erving and a Larry Bird on my slabs. But I did sell I sold the Mickey Mantle 59 for $9.50. I thought that was pretty good. I think the comps on that are around $8.50. And I had it for $1,100, and the guy offered $9.50, which was the lowest best offer figure that I had. Oh, so here we go. So, in a rack case, so far we've got 3 of the Bonds cards. 3 Bo Jacksons. Oh. Oh, down to the last, what, 7, 8 packs. Maybe we can pull one more Bonds. Oops. Or one more Bo Jackson out of these. Mario Soto. Nothing there. And I'll do a quick review too, for those that maybe skipped ahead. The Bo Jacksons you can get graded. Bo Jackson, you can move Bo Jackson cards. I know I've said that before. But Bo Jackson, a lot of people are willing to pay a little bit for Bo Jackson 8.5, Bo Jackson 9, as long as you price it, you know, reasonably. Especially that Bo card. Now we've got a few more packs to go. Crucky. King Griffey. Old Man Griffey. Just burning through these. Trying to get finished. So how many cards are in a rack case of 87 tops? You're looking at almost 4,000 cards. Yeah, I'm looking maybe 3,750 in a rack case. thing about the 1990 tops is that you can hit the Griffey, you can hit the Frank Thomas, or two pretty good sized hits that you can get out of that. This is a little bit lighter, the 87 tops is. All right, last pack. Then we'll do a review. Schmidt. All right, there we go. So, got the Strawberry, Puckett, Bonds, Strawberry, Jackson, Bonds, McGuire, Larkin. Just trying to see how we did for numbers here. Larkin, Bo Jackson, McGuire, Strawberry, Henderson, Strawberry, Henderson, and McGuire. So let's take a look at the Pucketts. Pucketts all look pretty good. This one's got a little dimple in it. This one's corner is kind of bent a little. So probably no on this one. Put this one in the box. But these two, now this one, the corner on this one's kind of bent. Yeah. Yeah, set those two aside. Strawberry. I don't know if I want to get the Strawberries graded. He's just not a Hall of Famer, that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the... I mean, I guess. All the corners look pretty good. And the centering looks pretty decent. That's a little off left to right on the back of that one. A little off to the left to right. Off left to right. Yeah, all of them are off a little bit left to right, but I'll set them aside. Let's do Henderson. Yeah, these all look pretty decent. The corner on this one's rounded. Put that one back. So we got a couple of these Hendersons. I don't know what they're worth, but yeah, set it aside. Let's do Larkin. This is a Barry Larkin rookie card, so this card's worth a little bit more. Yeah, these look pretty decent. This one looks a little bit better than this one. I'm gonna set this one aside, put this one in the box because I don't think it's... And then you got McGuire. This is his tops. This is his top. Well, no, it's 85 is his tops rookie. I guess I'm wrong on that. That one's a little off-centered. Otherwise, these other three look pretty good. Let's take a look at the back. Decent. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. So what I would do with these is I'd send these in to Got Baseball cards, and then they'd screen them. And then pull out the ones they think that are the greatest chance of getting 9 out of 10. This one actually, top to bottom. That's, God darn it. Yeah, look at the back. Yeah, but I'm still gonna leave it out. I might get it graded. This one, yeah, a little bit left to right. This one's top to bottom. So the Jacksons probably are 8s or 9s. And then 3 Bonds. Both are left to right. So, all right. That's what I got for you. I'm curious to see how long this video is. Appreciate you hanging in there if you watched. This is TE2 Edge Sports Cards. My name's Leah Talbot, Dr. John Peterson. Hope you have a blessed night. Peace out. One love.